Hello. Hello. Can all of you hear me? Okay, great. So, welcome to IIMTS and thank you for attending today's class. Hope all of you are doing good and can hear me clearly. Okay, great. Good evening, Ajit. So, I think we can start with the class now. So the topic that we will be learning today is public speaking and oral presentation, right? How to speak in front of an audience or a public, right? So we will be going through that, right? So can all of you see the PPT on the whiteboard? Okay, let's start. Introduction. What do we mean? What do we mean by public speaking? According to you, all of you, what thought first comes in your mind when you hear the term public speaking? Anyone? Speaking in front of public, okay? Speaking in front of audience, right? Any other point? Addressing a group or more than one person. Yes, Dilshan, very good. Okay. So public speaking is the process of speaking to a group of people in a structured, deliberate manner intended to inform, influence, or entertain the listeners, right? So the goal of the goal of speaking in public is to express yourself or express your views or ideas in a structured, deliberate manner, right? So that you can convey your thoughts, your feelings, your ideas to the listeners, right? In an entertaining and influential way. Prabha, very good evening. How are you? Welcome to IIMTS. Thank you for attending today's class. The topic that we are discussing today is public speaking and oral presentation. Okay. Public speaking have several components that embrace such things as motivational speaking, leadership, personal development, business, customer service, large group communication, and mass communication. Rezi, very good evening. Welcome to IMTS and thank you for attending today's class. The topic that we are studying today is public speaking and oral presentation. Okay. So, communication is a very important aspect in today's professional life, right? Because we need to communicate with various kinds of people in our day-to-day life in order to convey our ideas and feelings and expressing our views, right? Sometimes the communication can be one-to-one, or sometimes the communication can be one-to-many, right? Where you have to address a large gathering, especially if you are holding a higher position in your organization or company. You have to address your team, you have to address your higher management, you have to address your clients, right? So in that the public speaking etiquette is very important. So let's proceed. Now, speaking skills. Speaking is a natural mode of expression, right? Everyone has their own mode of expression. Some expresses their feeling in a particular way. Some other people express their feelings in a different way, right? So speaking is a natural mode of expression. Language and manner of our speech change with the change in our audience and speaking situation, right? So we have we have to change our way of speaking and expressing ourselves depending on the target audience, right? If we are suppose if we have to um, if we have to deal with our clients, right? If we have to address a large gathering of our clients, then we have to, it means that we are representing our company. So we have to address the clients by reflecting all the positives of our company, all the achievement or the things in which the company is good, right? In the same way, if we are addressing a higher management of our organization, we have to be polite with them, right? We have to be low, we have to speak in low tone with them, right? So we there should be a versatility in our speaking based on the target audience. Modi is an expert of articulate speeches, yes, right? Politicians are considered to be are considered to have good speaking skills, right? Not Modi, there are many. Anyways, let's forget politics. We are here to discuss management. Okay. The matter, and how many of you frequently get the chance to speak to a target, a large group of peoples? How many of you in your lives or in your professional life get the opportunity to speak to a large gathering or to a group of peoples or clients or customers? No one? Okay. Monachin, what about you, Mr. Monachin? You are an experienced person? No, okay. Okay, Ajit says yes. Okay, Rezi says I am giving. Okay, that's good. Now another advantage with them is that once you start speaking in public or start expressing your views to a large audience or gathering, a lot of self confidence comes. We have noticed, right? You start feeling very confident, and all the nervousness goes from within you, right? So this is also a benefit. Right, initially before you start speaking, right, you will feel nervous or a lot of thoughts are going in your mind that what will I be going to speak, right? Because many people have the phobia of this audience phobia. They start feeling panic when they see a large gathering. How many of you have that phobia of panicking after seeing a large gathering? First time, yes. For initially, everyone feels nervous, but once we start speaking, everything is fine. Okay. Speaking is not all a verbal activity. The matter and the manner both change from one speech activity to another speech activity, and also you need to have enough experience on the topic on which you are speaking or on which you are expressing yourself, right? Only then you will be able to speak confidently. If you don't have enough background information of the topic on which you are speaking, it will be difficult for you to speak for a long time, right? So it's always recommended to do your homework on the topic before giving any speech. Sheikh, Mohammed Sheikh, very good evening. I'm fine, thank you. What about you? Welcome to IMPS and thank you for attending today's class. The topic that we are learning today is public speaking skills and oral presentation. Okay, I hope you can see the PPT and hear me clearly. Mohammed Farooq Ahmed. Can you hear me? Mohammed Shafwan has also joined. Can you hear me, Mohammed Shafwan? You can reply to me in the chat box. Farooq and Mohammed Shafwan. Anyways, let's go. Okay. Good evening. Welcome to IMTS. Thank you for attending today's class. Okay. Essentials of effective speaking. What are the essentials or important elements of effective speaking? Number one, understandable, right? Whatever you are speaking should be easy to understand for the audience, right? So you should refrain yourself from using highly technical words or bombastic English words, right? So you should try to represent your ideas or views in a simple English and easy to understand manner, right? Because in the audience there are many people who even don't have much knowledge about the topic on which you are speaking, right? So your aim while speaking should be such that even a layman could find it easy to understand of what you are saying or what you are speaking. That should be your goal, or that should be the attitude in which you should represent yourself, right? Always remember that successful speakers are those who represents the complex things in the easiest of ways. That is the beauty of good speakers, right? They always express the complex of concepts in the easiest of ways, right? So your aim while speaking should be this, that I will try to explain the audience about this thing in the best possible, easiest way as possible. Okay, is it clear to everyone? Mohammed Sarfaraz has joined. Mohammed Sarfaraz, can you hear me? Sarfaraz Samir, can you hear me? Okay, good evening. Welcome to IMTS. I hope you can hear me clearly well. The topic that we are studying today is oral presentation and public speaking. Okay. Next is clarity, right? There should be a clarity in your thoughts while speaking. There should be a clarity in your voice of what you are speaking, so that whatever you are speaking should be clearly heard by your audience of whatever you are speaking, right? So you should use simple words, clear words, speak clearly. Try to take a glass of water after every 10 or 15 minutes to clear your throats, right? So that the words comes out clearly while speaking. Clear, everyone? That is what we mean by clarity over here, right? So that whatever you are speaking is easily understood by your target audience. Next is pleasant voice. Very important. Pleasant voice means the tone of your voice, the tone with which you are interacting with your audience, right? The tone should be pleasant. It should be audience friendly. It should not be rude, right? It should be polite, right? It should not be over pitched, right? Some leaders or managers while speaking on the mic, they raise the pitch of their tone, right? Which is not pleasant at all, right? So you should always keep a distance between the mouth and your mic or microphone, right? So that the tone comes out, the tone of your voice should be heard present to the audience. Only then the audience, your target audience or your clients or your customers will take interest in listening to you. Yeah, this is what we mean by pleasant voice. Any questions so far? Anyone has? Okay. Okay, Sheikh says clear, Dilshan says clear, Baba says no questions, okay. Okay, great. Sounds good, fair enough. Next is expression. What do we mean by expression? Everyone? What do we mean by the term expression? Ajit, what do we mean by expression? Akshata, Mr. Manachin, Dilshan, Ansul, Mumtaz. It's a very common English term. How will you correlate it with facial or body expression? Very good. Dilshan says facial or body expression, body language. Very good. Can be face expression or can be body language. Very good point. Mumtaz, expressing one's thoughts. See, Mumtaz, thoughts are not expressive, right? The look on someone's face that conveys a particular emotion. Very good. Expressing one's feelings. Okay. Feeling is not the right word over here, Fatima, I think. Okay, so most of you are somewhat correct. See, expression means the way in which you are expressing your ideas or thoughts, the way you are speaking, right? Now, you have seen there are some good leaders or good managers who while expressing their thoughts or ideas or while speaking, they always what to say, they always uses their hands. Their hands are not in stand at ease motion, right? They keep on using their hand or making different expressions with the help of their hand, right? So that is considered to be one of the good ways of expressing your feelings, right? It means that your body is in. Mr. Jude has all this quality. Yes, he's very good. Actually, he's very experienced and he is also very good. Right? It is a very good quality. Right? Now, if you see people who keeps on speaking with their mouth, with their mouth and lips, and they stand straight. They don't move their hands. Right? So it looks a bit awkward, right? And on the other hand, if you have seen what is his name, Steve Jobs, if you have seen Steve Jobs or Bill Gates interviews, right? You will always find that they are gesturing their body with the help of their hands while speaking, right? So it is always good to. And you have to, while speaking, always use your body as well, right? You should move. You should also move on the stage while speaking. You should also use your hands while speaking, right? So that is how good leaders expresses themselves, apart from expressing their ideas or thoughts, right? Yeah, everyone. I mean, yes. When I say that all good leaders, in that everyone comes. So Mr. Obama, Mr. Modi, Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, right? You will find that all of them uses their body language as a good gesture, right? So it is also a part of effective speaking. Clear, everyone? Any doubts so far? Okay. Okay, great. Sounds good. Fine. Next is preparation. What do we mean by preparation over here, everyone? In what context preparation is written over here as the essential element of effective speaking? Everyone, right? Be prepared. Prepared for what, Monachan? For the war or for what? Please be specific. Speaking, okay. Any other point? Anyone would like to add? What do we mean by preparation? In what context is it written over here? Ajit, what about you? Akshata, Dilshan, Ansul, Mumtaz, Sanobar, Kelvin, Prabha. Being prepared for some task. Okay. Subjective is collecting information and arranging them. Okay. Preparation of exam. How exam, Sheikh? Preparation for what you are going to speak on the topic for which you will be addressing the audience, right? Not preparation for your exams. Okay, now see, before preparation, process of preparation, yes. Right, very good. See, to achieve any goal or objective, right, some sort of preparation is required in whatever things we do in our lives. In the same way, before speaking on any topic or any subject, it is always important to be prepared fully before giving your speech on that subject or topic, right? So it is always recommended to be fully prepared and fully understood or read all the points related to that topic, because sometimes what happens is while speaking, right, public speaking sometimes can be a two-way communication as well, where someone from the audience will stand up and cross question you. Then at that time, if you don't have enough preparations, right, for that topic, it will be difficult for you to answer the question asked by the person from the audience, right? Therefore, preparation is also very important. In preparation, getting yourself familiarized on the topic on which you are speaking is very important. Right, knowing every aspect on the topic you are speaking is very, very important. Right, only then you will feel confident while giving your speech, and also will feel confident in taking up questions from the audience. Becoming ready for something. Yes, so very good. Right, so this is what we mean by preparation over here. Clear, everyone? Any questions so far? Okay, great. So let's proceed. Next point is taking main points to consideration. What do we mean by this? Taking main points to consideration. It means the crux points, right? What we call in English the crux. The crux points. Don't give wide speech about it. Present in simple and short way will help to understand. Yes, Reggie. Very good point. Right, crux point or the highlights of your speech. Highlights of your speech. Right, so this is what we mean by taking main points into consideration, right? Short and sweet. Yes, very good. Right, so you should always emphasize on the main point of the crux points while giving your speech, and your whole speech should be within that crux points, right? Clear, everyone? Okay, let's proceed to the next slide. Now let's talk about speeches, the types of speeches we have. One is an informative speech. What do we mean by informative speech? This speech serves to provide interesting and useful information to your audience. Right? So in informative speech, what you are doing? We are giving the information about something to our audience who is not at all informed about those things. Clear? One second. Yeah. Next is demonstrative speeches. This has many similarities with an informative speech. A demonstrative speech also teaches you something. The main difference lies in including a demonstration of how to do the thing you are teaching. Right? Now, in demonstrative speeches, what we do, apart from giving the information related to the topic of service, right, or any product, we also demonstrate the working of that product or the process, the functioning of those services, right? The best example of demonstrative speeches are when you go to any showroom to buy any electronic product like mobiles, right? First, the salesperson will give you the information about the company, give you the information about the product, right, and tell you about its features, and then he will start the mobile and start demonstrating you all the features of that mobile, right? So that is a very good example. Or all these salespersons, all right, who come to sell their goods at your door, they are also into those are also good examples of demonstrative speeches, right? Where initially the information about the product or services is given first, and then the demonstration of those products is done or services is done. Yeah. Then we have a persuasive speech. The speech given by the politicians, like someone was mentioning, the name Mr. Modi is a very good, is a person who gives good speeches. So a persuasive speech works to convince people to change in some way they think, the way they do something, or to start doing something they are not currently doing, right? So one of the examples of persuasive speech is the speech given by the politicians, right, or the speech given by these these saints like Sri Ravi Shankar ji, right, or Brahma Kumaris, right. All these people who give speeches on meditation, if you see, right, what they are doing, they are trying to bring a change within you, within your attitude, within your way of thinking, right, or within your way to look something in a particular perspective, right. Such kind of speeches are called persuasive speeches. Clear, everyone? Someone has joined, I think. Okay. So Mr. Sunil has joined. Mr. Sunil, good evening. It's okay, no issues. Welcome to IMTS and thank you for attending today's class. The topic that we are studying today is oral presentation and public speaking. Okay, so we were just going through the types of speeches. Here, Sunil, can right? I hope you can hear me clearly and you can see the PPT on the whiteboard. Okay, you're welcome. You're welcome. Mr. Sandeep, can you hear me? Mr. Sandeep Sadhu Shetty. You can respond to me in the chat box. Okay, great. So I think this is your first class with me, Sandeep, if I'm not wrong. Welcome to IMTS. Thank you for attending today's class. Okay, great. So can you quickly introduce yourself to the class, and then I will introduce myself quickly so that others can get to know about you. Okay. What are you doing currently, Sandeep? Mr. Sandeep? Okay, no issues. My name is Vashisth. I am from India, and I am with IMTS for more than 6 months, right? And I have done my MBA from IIM Lucknow, right? And if you have any questions, you are always free to ask me either through chat box, or you can also mail to coordinator at imsrc.com if you have for any query, right? And they will assist you with all your queries, right? So the topic that we are studying today is oral presentation and public speaking. Sandeep, okay? So I hope you can hear me clearly and view the PPTs on the whiteboard. In the meantime, if you have any questions, you can always write to me in the chat box. Thank you. Okay, so I was speaking about the types of speeches. So I explained the persuasive speech. Next is entertaining speech. Right, entertaining speech is a one which is given to entertain someone. The best examples are the speeches given by these comedians, right? Yes, very good. I was about to name this person, Kapil Sharma. Yeah, right. The speech given to laugh someone, to make laugh someone. Right. So that is an example of entertaining speech. Yeah, there are so many persons, not only Kapil Sharma or Shah Rukh Khan. Clear? Okay. Next is organizing a speech. Like we organize events. Similarly, we organize our speech as well. Right. Organize means preparing the layout of what of our speech, right? What we will be going to speak during our speech, what all points will we be covering during our speech. Any idea about haptics convergence, prosody, para language? I don't know what this is. I am hearing this for the first time. Okay. Okay. So in organizing a speech, the first thing that comes is the purpose of speech, or the goal or the objective of your speech, right? Why you are speaking, right? What are you trying to gain from your speech, right? What result will you be going to get during your speech? Who, what particular type of audience you are trying to influence during your speech, right? So all these plannings are needs to be done before giving your speech, right? So in the purpose of speech, to compose a good speech, it is essential to know the purpose of your speech. A speech usually has one of the four basic purposes: either to inform your audience, to persuade your audience, to encourage your audience, or to entertain your audience, right? So you have to choose either of these four objectives. What are you trying to achieve, or what are you trying to do with your speech, right? Either you are trying to give information about some services or some goods or some products to your clients, to the distributors, to the retailers, right, to the customers, right? Or you are trying to convince someone, right, to persuade, like the politicians used to do. They try to convince the audience about the policies they have made, or the plannings they have, or the vision they have, right? So that comes under persuade. To encourage someone, the speeches given by these Sri Ravi Shankars, all these meditation masters, right? They will always encourage you, or the speeches given by these higher management people to encourage their employees, right? That kind of speeches encourage someone to boost the morale of someone who is feeling low, right? So you will find lots of people, right? So many people give speeches to encourage someone. Then to entertain someone, like Kapil Sharma, who gives his speeches, there the main subject is comedy. His goal is to make the audience laugh, right? So that comes under to entertain someone. So you have to decide before speaking on what parameters will you be giving your speech. Clear, everyone? This is the purpose of speech. Any questions so far? Anyone has? Okay, next is audience research. What do we mean by audience research, everyone? What do we mean by the term audience research? What first thought comes in your mind when you hear of audience research? To know the taste of the audience. Very good point, Sunil. Knowing about audience feedback. Okay. Okay. Every communication must be in form and style which suits the audience. right? So knowing your audience is also very important, right? To analyzing the audience, there are some important factors to be considered, like the age factor, right? You should be aware that whether your audience belongs to the young generation or old generation or middle generation or women's, right? Or school kids, right? So it will be easier for you to plan your speech accordingly. Then we have the socio-culture, right? So you should be aware that the major part of the audience comes from which kind of culture, right? Whether they follow the Western culture or they follow the culture like we Asians used to follow, right? So that while speaking, your views should not contradict their culture, right? Or their age, or their age bar, right? There should be alignment between what you are speaking and their culture or age. Only then they will take interest in listening to what you are speaking. In that this is what this means by socio culture. Next is educational background, right? Very important. You should be aware that the audience you are speaking is literate, illiterate, right? They are school kids who are right, who are, or those are graduate students, or those are employees who are highly qualified from big institutions like IIM or IITs, right? So it will be easier for you to express your thoughts or feelings in that way. If someone is highly qualified, you can explain your thoughts technically to them, right? It will be easier for them to understand. But if someone is not as highly qualified, there is no point explaining them in more technical way, right? If someone is less qualified, you will try to explain them in a layman way, which is called layman way, right? So it's good to do research of the educational background of your audience. It's very easy nowadays. Before the organizers of your programs, right? They take all the information of the attendees who are attending your program, right? Their age, their education, right? All of them have to fill the form either manually or online, and then all the information is available with you in the form of database or in the form of online these forms, right? So it will be easier for you to plan your speech accordingly. Yeah. Sandeep, any doubts so far? I hope I'm not going too fast. Okay. Next is economic background. It is right. So it is also important to know the economic background of your audience, right? And last is the expectation of your audience, right? There is one very good policy. Speak what other, right? There is a success, what is called the success mantra of speaking is that speak what others want to hear, right? To always look good, right? So it's always good to keep in mind or to have in mind the expectations of your audience, right? So right, what your audience is expecting from you to speak, right? So that by the time your speech ends, right, the audience leaves happily and they are satisfied, right? So you have to keep a balance between what you want to speak and between the expectation of your audience, because ultimately the goal or aim of all the speakers is that all your audience uh, leaves the auditorium or the room being satisfied and happy, right? So it is very important for the speaker to keep a balance of these things, right? So all these 5 parts we cover in audience research. Clear everyone? Any doubts so far? If anyone has any questions, you can ask me. Okay, someone has joined. Wilfred Francis, can you hear me? Mr. Wilfred Francis. Mr. Wilfred Francis, can you hear me? You can respond to me in the chat box. Okay, no message from Wilfred. Okay, you can send the public message, right? All of these are students. No need to send me in private, right? You can choose all in that drop down list, right? Because when you choose IMTS, only I can view your messages, and when you choose all the other students can can see your messages. Yes, now fine. Okay, so welcome to IMTS. Thank you for attending today's class. Could you please quickly introduce yourself to the class? Because I think you are this is your first class with me. Okay, what are you currently doing, Wilfred? Mr. Wilfred? Let him introduce himself first. Where you are from? What are you currently doing? Right, so other students can know about you. Okay, you are new to this system. Okay. After a few days, you will get used to the system. Right? If you have any questions, you are always free to write me in the chat box during the class, or you can always email to the coordinator if you have any queries or any doubts, and they will always be available 24/7 to assist you with your queries. Okay, quickly I will introduce myself. My name is okay. You already have BBA. Okay, from where? From UAE only or India? Calicut. Okay, great. So welcome to IMTS. My name is Vashisth. I'm from India, northern part of India. I've done my MBA from IIM Lucknow, right? And I am with IMTS from past more than 6 months, right? So if you have any questions, you are always free to ask me, or you can always mail to coordinator if you have any queries, right? The topic, I think the topic that we are studying today is oral speaking and public speaking. So you can see the PPT. The class started around 50 minutes back. I think you joined late. Anyways, right? So you can also go through the class recordings. All these classes are recorded, so you can always view the recordings of the classes you have missed. Okay? Wilfred? Okay, great. Sounds good. Fair enough. Yeah. So this was about the audience research, everyone. Next is preparation of the text of the speech. Prabha, sir, please, I need fiscal and surplus deposit of government. What do you mean by this? I did not get you, Prabha. Could you please brief? What do you want? What are you expecting? Do you want a lecture on these topics? Fiscal surplus deposit of government. Is that what you mean, Prabha? Yesterday you were explaining about that. I was not discussing about this topic, Prabha, yesterday. I think so. Yeah, I was not discussing about these topics yesterday. Okay, so there are not much time left for this class. What we will do, we will continue with the same topic tomorrow, right? We will start from here, preparation of the text of a speech, right? Because there are 7 to 8 slides more left, right? So I will continue with this topic tomorrow, right? From this slide number 8. Is that fine with everyone? Thank you, Prabha. And everyone, please fill the feedback form at the end of the class. Thank you, Wilfred. You can attend my class from tomorrow onwards on time. Right. So thank you everyone for attending my class today. It was nice interacting with all of you. Right. We will continue with this topic tomorrow. Okay. Right. And everyone, please fill the feedback form at the end of the class. Right. So good night to all of you. Thank you very much. Bye bye. See you tomorrow.